One of the things that's been bandied about is getting rid of the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. And I just want to talk briefly about how this would possibly impact Ohio workers' comp. So OSHA, in the context of workers' comp injuries, usually comes in this capacity. Somebody gets in a really serious injury at either a factory or some other kind of institution or place, and possibly a foundry, anywhere where people are working. And so they get a serious injury, and then what we'll do as workers' comp attorneys is we'll request either that OSHA be involved in doing an investigation of the work injury, or it's possible that there's already been an OSHA investigation undertaken of that work injury. And so what's helpful for us and for you, the injured worker, is to request the OSHA investigation report related to that injury. And then we could use that information to help, prove that you weren't at fault in causing injury. But a lot of times, what these things will come into play in is these violation of specific safety requirements. And I've talked about VSSRs in the past, but we'll take that information that's been gathered by OSHA and use it to support the VSSR application and prove that VSSR case possibly. And there may be other information in the investigation report as well. But beyond that, the other thing that's really important about OSHA is it keeps places safe, because what ends up happening when there's an OSHA investigation is they'll determine whether there's been some violation, and that violation, if there has been a violation, they'll propose a penalty, a financial penalty, and oftentimes what they'll do is it'll spur the employer to remediate that issue, and then OSHA may reduce the penalty that they have to pay. So primarily what OSHA is it recognizes dangerous things in the work environment of folks, and then it basically remediates that dangerous thing. So it makes a dangerous work environment more safe, and it kind of is also a preventative thing, because if there's going to be a serious injury you may have at your workplace, you may have a violation in the form of a penalty placed against you that might be very expensive. So getting rid of OSHA would be very bad for workers' comp claims and injured workers, but it'd also be very bad for people who haven't been injured, and it might lead to more injuries. So we want OSHA. Call your state representatives and ask that they keep OSHA for you and everyone else.